So what a sight this is. Another edition of this proud competition, just seemingly bigger and better still. Faces, of course, have come and gone, but some things never change. Those first day feelings, new hopes, new expectations, and the belief that maybe, just maybe, this time it will be your turn. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Well, there's the unmistakable figure of Dimitar Berbatov. There was never any question of... It's Rooney! It has to be Wayne Rooney!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that silenced the crowd, Peter. Item 1 on the to-do list. Done.
And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. Tries to play it through. Quarter of an hour played. Rooney. And he's heaved it away. Looking for options for movement. Gabriel promptly onto that, and that is that. Brighton leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Berbatov! Berbatov! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Chelsea really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Gerrard, renowned for his long-range shooting.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Approaching the half-hour mark. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Gabriel. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And Berbatov! And it's in! They are right back in business.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
So smooth. A signature finish.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
He's a sharp little ball here. And it's Bruno Fernandes. And this is Rooney. Rooney! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
Aguero, it's Aguero! Now, that's another chance! Dimitar Berbatov, brilliant! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
Chelsea leading now.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Tries to pass it through. Aguero! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Good claim. No margin for error there. And we've reached half-time. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. The midway point of the game.
Well, I can tell you it's been an absolutely fantastic watch, Peter. I wish I could come here every week. It's been wonderfully open, wonderfully tense, and beautifully unpredictable now.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. So off we go again.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Rooney showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And here's Aguero.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now it's mathch. It's not an especially good pass, that. Bruno Fernandes. Great defending, strong and determined. And that's been won straight back. Great vision. Aguero. It's Aguero! Palmer finds himself offside.
Substitution.
Brighton choosing to make the first change.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
And he's managed to get free. Nice interception, well timed.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Romero calmly anticipates. Looking for the run. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And that's played in low. Tries a shot! We've got a goal! Again, we are level! What a contest!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. Quite a game this, all square again.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And here's Saka. Saka will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And the pass is intercepted. And he's in on goal. Oh, it's come loose. Matches, great chance! And no! He had to, and yet he could not.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Can he get it through?
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, that was no routine save.
Cristiano Ronaldo is offering a wry smile there. It's make or break time now, and they're all headed for the penalty box.
Ronaldo plays it short.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
De Bruyne is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Shevchenko plays it in. He shifted it to the flank. 4 added minutes on the board. Romero gets across to intercept that. So that means another 30 minutes football. So we are still gridlocked.
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
So a battle of endeavour, enterprise, and now endurance.
Substitution on the field. Number 3, Shad. Coming on the field is...
Stern test this for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time. It's Drogba! Another one of football's and how moments. Drogba, and this is Shevchenko. Rodri. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Mathch Cunha. Rodri. Romero, and that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rodri really struggling to influence the game. Oh, what has happened here? McAllister is always looking to break lines. And here's Drogba. Now, can they get him away? That is a brilliant interception. So just 15 minutes still to come. So neither side able to conjure up a telling moment, and we are where we are. This is the last chance to win it. Exhaustion, physical and mental. Will we find a winner? This really has been thrilling. Both sides going at it, and now for the final act. Shapes to shoot! Shevchenko with a beautifully timed run.
Well, sometimes you can see it coming a mile off, yet because of the timing of both the run and the pass, it can be hard to stop. Always next time.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
No, that's been intercepted. That's a little off target. Aimed beyond the defence. So there you have it, penalties. Well, Jim, what say you after all of this?
It's a big well done to both defences for refusing to buckle under the pressure. Fatigue with focus is not the norm.
Players then beyond the point of exhaustion, but there is still one final act to come. Oh, it's a really good save.
Well, he had a little look at the goalkeeper, and maybe that put him off.
Cristiano Ronaldo is the next man in the spotlight.
Credit to him. You really need courage to do that in these circumstances as well.
Chelsea are looking to him to tie things up. He has nerves of steel.
Yeah, looks so confident as well. The keeper's notes didn't help him then.
Shevchenko is the second man to step up for his team. Great penalty, outwitted the keeper.
Brilliantly done. Never took his eye off the keeper either.
This for parity. Oh, and the keeper guessed right too.
Well, you can't approach a penalty with any doubt, or you'll have to rely on luck.
Duke, the third man up. No, he's hit it right at the goalkeeper.
Oh, he never looked comfortable over that, did he?
Up steps the man with the armband. Rifles it home.
You need a very strong mind in those situations. Any penalty that goes in is a good one.
Okazaki is the fourth man to step forward for them. Oh, that's a great get by the keeper.
I think some mind games were played there, Peter. It certainly did the trick. Everyone here are holding their breath.
And that will do it! So it has all ended in hurt. The team played their parts in a terrific... Well, this is a critical game, a chance for the perfect statement to any potential rival that you are aiming higher at their expense. The scenery unmistakable, the atmosphere unbeatable, the noise irrepressible. Old Trafford again delivers. There's the whistle.
Now there's a headline maker, Steven Gerrard.
Focal point for any team he plays in.
Yeah, I suspect he may be deployed as a more holding midfielder, but that seems wrong when you know how good he is 30 yards forward. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And it's been taken short. That's good play. Has a look up and delivers. And it's hoisted clear. And this is Bergkamp. Goes for a shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Trafford trying to keep this in. It's Aguero!
He almost caught everyone out there the way he just eked out the room to get the shot in.
Gerrard. Kovacic. To Gross. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mathch finding himself in space. Backward it goes. Applies the finish! It's off target and by quite a way.
Manchester have found chances hard to come by, so that's perfectly understandable.
Rodri. And this is Aguero. Brighton ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Bergkamp. Pass somewhat off target. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. And here's Haaland.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Little pass back. Rodri. Now it's Torres. Torres ventures forward. Gerrard. Gerrard unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Ruben Dias. Oh, what has happened here? Oh. And Aguero. Aguero! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Brighton really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Bruno Fernandes wins the duel this time. And he's managed to get free. Bruno Fernandes. Chance! And he scores! And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Foot in. Aimed beyond the defence. Kovacic. Spread out to the left.
There will be 1 minute added time.
That's it, 45 minutes up. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. And we are up to the break.
Brighton certainly have plenty of positives to take from that first half, especially the way they were able to turn it on in the last few minutes. I can see them coming out with more menace, more meaningfulness after the break, as momentum is definitely with them now.
So at the halfway stage, we still have deadlock, the score 0-0. So straight into the second half.
Brighton have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Madueke is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. Bruno Fernandes. And it's Bergkamp. Rooney. Good running, strong and purposeful. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now the ball's gone astray. That's a smartly directed ball. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. And he can thump it away.
Substitution on the field, number 9.
Corner number 2 then.
Coming on the field is number
Rooney
11,
plays it short.
Shevchenko.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Foden. Foden supplying the width on this right-hand side. Kovacic is always looking to break lines. And he's there to retrieve it. And he's running through. Now it's Madueke. Oh, shooting chance! And it's in! That could turn out to be a huge goal!
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up.
Substitution on the field.
Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
You felt it was coming. Decent chance! And that would have been game, set and match.
Madueke has reacted in utter shock here. For him, the keeper has pulled off the impossible.
Bullish header! No, not the best of headers. Gross picks it up from the goal kick. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Shevchenko. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Bergkamp. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest.
Please refrain from parking outside.
So what do you take away from it all, Jim? Things are bubbling up quite nicely here. A healthy whiff of expectation laced with the odd infusion of nerves. Everyone knows what's at stake here. The chance to play on a grander stage. It is time now to focus. The scenery unmistakable, the atmosphere unbeatable, the noise irrepressible. Old Trafford again delivers. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Well, there is the unmistakable figure of the charismatic Eric Cantona. Poet, philosopher, player extraordinaire. Perhaps one of the most compelling characters ever to grace a football field.
Yeah, and don't forget, an inspirational leader too, who always rose to the occasion. And he'll have a busy game being both the team's engine and leading the attack.
Never to be forgotten. And here's Torres. Oh, such a clever touch. Rooney! Superb goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Brighton have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, that's got this place bouncing. Just listen to the noise all around us. Now they have all of this positive energy to feed off.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. In with the challenge. Now it's Aguero. Great vision. Pressing high and with purpose. That's a risky ball, you've got to... Oh, they could be caught out here! And he thumps it clear. Tries to pass it through. He's found a way through. Shoot! And there's a goal! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
That was a given, it always was.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Approaching the half-hour mark.
Manchester United genuinely seem like a side that's confident with the quality they have out wide. They certainly like their little intricate combinations and link-ups.
Well, that's the impression I'm getting.
Yeah, I think you'll want to make sure you give the opposition a different look with each attack. Variation, unpredictability, you know, that's always key to success.
And the shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Oh, he's gifted it to the opposition. And here's Scholes. Ferdinand did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Juve does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Romero. Rodri. Juve does really well to win the ball there.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And here's Aguero. And that brings the first half to a close. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. So it's one each. How are you seeing it, Jim?
Well, it's been a decent game so far, Peter, although I think in the next 45 minutes we could do with the ball being moved around quicker with a view to trying to entice their opponents out of position. I don't think there'll be a mad rush to do that just yet.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. Back on the way then. And it's Rooney. Gerrard. Bruno Fernandes receives it in a... And the finish! Goal!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Brighton with the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
The attendance for this match was 71,649.
That is... It scores! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though.
And we have our very first corner. Aguero! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Gerrard, never out of the action for very long. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
And here's Aguero. Rodri. To Gerrard. Rooney. And here's Torres. That's a good ball. Gerrard! And that would have been some goal.
Gerrard certainly looked hungry and exciting on the ball. Confidence is at play here.
Cantona. That's a lovely, neat pass. No, that's been intercepted. Gerrard. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Scholes. And it's Fernando Torres. Bruno Fernandes. Now, can they get him away? And this is Torres.
Brighton surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Here's a man, Peter, that inspired so many and always said that success is no accident, it takes hard work and perseverance.
And how he epitomised that attitude. He worked so hard to become a player so far ahead of everybody else.
He boasted a playing style that was so unique too. The first centre-forward perhaps to drop back.
Shoots! Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Prachuap finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Couldn't squeeze it through. Mohun Bagan very much in the ascendancy and with a goal to their name. Jordan Henderson looking for the run. Well read, nice interception. De Bruyne with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. Goes looking wide. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Vieri. He is! It's Vieri! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. They've got to throw in. And it's played in. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. He's a sharp little ball here. Mohun Bagan leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Gerrard. De Bruyne. And it's Gerrard. Messi. It's played through for him. Van Bouten spots it and intercepts. And here's Batistuta. And this is Aguero. Aguero! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Messi has the space to scheme. The message is clear, none shall pass. Baresi, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Messi. De Bruyne. That's Gerrard. And that's really well manoeuvred. Aguero. It's Aguero! And yes, it's there! And this is getting better and that is all they have time for.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
Mohun Bagan are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far. And so the action is resumed. Gerrard. Defending here is really tight. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Gerrard. And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Aguero. That is a great pick out. And he's managed to get free. So much time and real chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Prachuap with the corner, there first. They've played it short, and this is Aguero. Well, that pass isn't the best. Mohun Bagan have the chance to go the other way. And this is Rooney. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He's got a... tries a shot! And that is wildly off target.
Well, if they hope to have any chance of turning this round, they have to abandon their shoot-on-sight policy. It's just not working.
Rijkaard. And that's another good win of the ball. Can he get it through? Oh, they can break here. Oh, that's fabulous. He's going for goal! Oh, split-second reaction.
Messi really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
It's their second corner of the game. And it's been taken short. Good ball, good take. He's having a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. So, what can they come up with here? They're taking a moment to consider their options. And it's Totti. Totti! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Messi has it out wide and in space. Not getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. Now, can they get him away? Great ball and he's in shapes to shoot! Now, who's going to be first to this?
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Substitution in progress.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, to wait until now to make this change seems a bit baffling. He's expecting the miraculous to turn this around from here.
Threads one in. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Now it's Aguero. He's had it taken off him. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Leading by 2, and the finishing line in sight. Not the most accurate pass. Tries to pass it through, and this is Aguero. He's picked his way through. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
4 added minutes has been
He's
indicated.
had a shot! It's hit the crossbar! And he should have made them pay.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Now that looks a decent ball. And this is Aguero. And he shoots! Ambitious, but just off target.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Number 9, De Bruyne.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Coming on the field.
That should be it. That will be it. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A winner. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And we are absorbing the energy emanating from the stands of this grand stadium that is the Giuseppe Meazza. And that gets things running. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, this guy, Rodri, was one of Europe's most coveted midfielders when he was on the market.
Tries a shot! It's run loose, who's going to get there? And that was very necessary. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. And Messi! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Messi just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
He's going to be disappointed with that. And that has left him in a heap. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Gerrard. Played out to the left flank. Now it's Aguero. And it's Messi. It's loose now and they want to get it back. He has a look up. Bellingham! Oh, it's hit the post. Oh, he has stuck it into his own net.
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you'll have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
It's played through for him. Vieri. Now there's a fine ball. Vieri! Oh, what has happened here? Oh, it's fallen kindly here. Oh, the ball's run loose here. That's going to go a long way. Van Bouten. Mohun Bagan are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. Quality ball. Cafu. Bellingham. He'll try from distance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Inter Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Oh, good climb! Oh, split-second reaction.
Rashford is offering a right smile there.
It's their second corner of the game. And a header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Vieri. Ah, he's given it away. Ferdinand gets across and deals with it. Tries to play it through. Spread to the right. He's got away.